still shine. You can dig me, cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Galu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. My breath is stinging in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up, but drink a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the plaques, you use Decepticons. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they can float, they like up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man, I take a beating. There's a turtle rap, turtle clans get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like Maracas, my whole team's an A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show, 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast right now, go ahead and get up. You already know that the early bird gets the worm. And today, I'm not talking about Shannon Sharp. I'm going to discuss Sinners. Sinners proves yet again that you cannot deny black talent. You can't deny it. And all the stuff that, oh, we're so afraid of all black cast, it won't make no money or whatever. Yet again, here's another movie proving to you that it can be successful at the box office. So hope you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is, All right. Let me see who is all in the hizzy for shizzy today. All right. The church auntie Roberta's in here. Good morning, Roberta. Good morning. Marley Mara's in the house. Good morning. Princetta is up in here. Good morning. Tracy Woods is up in here. Good morning. Andre Ware's in the house. Good morning. And Sister Pam is up in here. I want y'all to go watch her live about Shannon Sharp. It was good with her and Blue. Very good. And let's just keep it real, man. You know, oh Uncle Freak. Uncle a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? He a fan. That man's a freak. I mean, I'll just say this. This is another case when somebody's trying to when you can't get your way and then somebody tries to set you up. This is another prime example of what happened with Jonathan. The girl secretly recording him, you know what I mean? But then go talk about, oh, but you recorded me. You know what I mean? They showed your friends, but you secretly recording him. Talking about stop manipulating him. Stop manipulating me. Now, what Unc said after that, was that right? I would say no. You don't threaten, to say, say that word again. I choke the, dog, I choke the F out of you. You know what I mean? But then to counter that, because to make me feel like a straight dummy, The girl was talking about, give me some of that baby gravy, and I want a big back baby in me. I want you to put a dog collar on me and choke me and all kinds of other stuff. Hey, he a fan, 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 yeah. You know what I mean? Unc over there off of them, not the blue chew, the red chew. So all I'm gonna say is it looks like another Jonathan Major situation where somebody trying to get something out of somebody and is trying to control the narrative, especially with Tony Busby in there. As soon as I seen Tony Busby, I was like, I'm not fooling with him, especially what he did to Jay-Z. Because all of that stuff didn't even sound possible in that case. In this case, Shannon came out. He said it was consensual. That they're trying to extort him because he did get announced that he's getting $100 million contract. So that's what it looks like to me. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna ride with. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna ride with Unc on this one. I ain't saying that people was like, oh, when he was dating a 50 some odd year old man dating a 20 some odd year old woman. Hugh Hefner was doing this for years. Old rich men have been doing this for centuries. This ain't nothing new. You could say it's morally wrong. Yeah, but at the same time, is she grown? Yeah. Who am I to tell you who or what not today? We live in a society where you get told love is love, unless you're a black man dating a white woman. So, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying for everything that I'm deterring, and like I said, go and check out Pam Entertainment. If you haven't, go watch that video. Go watch that video. Her and Blue break down the whole entire the lawsuit, everything. The text messages, Shannon a freak. That's all I'm gonna say. He a freak, but I ain't gonna just put everything on him either. I'm not, because the way this is going out at 50 million, who you getting? Chelsea Clinton? You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, boy. Woo! I mean, I done said some wild things in my time, so I ain't go pass judgment on I ain't said nothing like what old girl was saying. Yeah, but I've had some stuff. Oh boy, I've had some messages. That's all I'm saying. I had some emails and some messages. I hope everything. It seemed like some mess, and I hope it gets squared away. That's it. Percent. Good morning. Did I say good morning to you? I think I already did. All right. Robin D is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You already know, if you like what a brother is talking about on this channel, give it a thumbs up, man. Give it a thumbs up. Professor Film Fam. Hey, he laughed because you like my tweet because forgot his name on Twitter. The Eagles fan. I forgot his name. But he tweeted, like, he basically was like, what do you think? Does this look like a Jonathan Major situation? Yeah. I was just hoping she was Mexican. I'm tired of white women getting all the fame. Let some Mexican women come in here and get some of this fame too. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate Unc coming out and saying, look, I'm gonna fight for my freedom. He came out, he got the proper lawyers and all of that, and he went on and did Nightcap and all of that like ain't nothing happened. So I'm just saying, I can't be mad at that. Xavier Phoenix, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, he should. I agree with you though. I do agree with you. You should, and this is something I know a lot of people that like Kevin Samuels, but what he used to tell men is have penis discipline, because I want to say the other word, but Roberta's in here. But you got to have your Johnson. Got to have discipline. You can't be sticking your Johnson in everything. You know what I mean? So you gotta have that. You know what I mean? Now, we don't know the severity of this relationship or whatever, but for me, oh no, I done been through too much child support to be out here be playing with folks. I'm straight. No, I'm good. Nah, I am good. I'm just out start growing my hair out because of what I've been through in life. Mika G is in the house. Mika G is in the house. Make sure y'all are going to Cinematic Nightmares also. I'm trying to tell you, y'all need to go if you haven't. If you have not, you need to go look up Cinematic Nightmares on YouTube and go like and subscribe to that channel. Mika is doing a lot of good things, a lot of stuff that she was already incorporating on Instagram. She's going to start incorporating those things on her YouTube channel. She has an excellent YouTube channel, especially if you're into horror and want to know certain things about horror. Make sure y'all going to go check out Mika G. Stop playing. Go, matter of fact, you go now. Just come back. But go make sure that y'all checking out Mika G. What is up, Tina, aka Minty Gazer? Good morning. Hey, with Buddy Guy. I'm still jealous. I want to hang with Buddy too. When you told that story, I was in Nashville. I was at the BB King, the BB King restaurant. That was dope. I'm not gonna lie. I was in Nashville. This was Jesus now. This was 2019, I believe, when I went to Nashville. I had a good time though. It ain't that Nashville is, I think, is a 9-hour drive, 9-hour, 10-hour drive for me. It was dope. It was dope. So now that I got a new car, I might just drive to where I need to go now. I got the mileage to be able to use. And he did. He says, I mess with them young girls. You know what I mean? But I mean, hell, I mean, I would put it like this. It's who you mess with. That's to me. It's who you mess with. You're not properly vetting this person. He was messing with an Instagram model. I mean, an Instagram model, OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying, jump off. You know what I mean? So what do you expect? He should have been messing with. If you're going to do all of that, go mess with Be Nasty. Because you called her out on your show. You might as well go mess with Be Nasty. At least she ain't going to try to get you for $50 million. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do agree to a certain extent. I also feel like you need to vet who you messing with. And you need to make sure that they going to be on the up and up and ain't trying to play with you. And set that precedence from the jump. So they could jump the hell off if they don't like it. That's just my personal opinion, you know. But yeah, I mean it is. But boy, use beef gravy, chicken gravy, baby gravy, Lakers of 5. Y'all are no baby oil. Y'all are hilarious. G Network, what's up? What's up? What's up? Cat Williams told him too. Cat Williams told him. He said you go get one of them for you. Look at light skinned women. So, I mean, he said, man, these rich dudes always go out and say, stop paying for, go out, say, stop paying for fun. Hey, when you rich, I guess you could do whatever you want to. You know what I mean? So, I guess, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you know, it's, but to piggyback off of what y'all saying, it's warning before destruction. You know what I'm saying? My grandma used to tell me all the time, you know, if a frog got legs, he gonna jump all over everything before you realize he leaped. That's what my grandma used to say now. Nah, I'm just playing. I can't do a good Unc. Unc is black and the girl is not black. They started dating when she was 19. She's of age. She is. She is. At the same time, you got to ask yourself, if this going to be a jump off, you need to let it know. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's right. Well, I'm not about to be the morality police, because I remember when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? People, grown folks was picking up folks in their cars. I'm talking about juniors and seniors, some sophomores, if they was built enough. We can't holler at them because some grown Negro is they getting in the grown Negro's car. I'm just keeping it a buck. So I'm not about to sit up here and be a part of the morality police for nobody, because I seen it firsthand. A lot of the girls that I went to, they call it the hood school, but a lot of them did not mess with with folks they own age. Then, you know what I mean? So a lot of stuff, once you get old enough, it's kind of like that joke that Dave Chappelle said, how old is 14 really? You know what I mean? So I'm not excusing anything, but I'm not about to sit up here and act like, that he was out of an element. Because like I said, there's been young girls who've been trying to holler at old men for years. So, but you're right. But I hate that though. Again, I hate that, that she's non-black and the way that we ridicule this, but then turn around, and I've said this before, yet turn around in the LGBT community gets so much love about just finding love. I don't get it. I personally, I don't care who you date. I love them black. That's just me though. I ain't got no problem with nothing. That's what I've been around. That's what I'm attracted to all women, but who I'm most likely to date is the people that I grew up in my own vicinity, and that's black women. No disrespect to white women, Mexican women, Thai women, Asian women, no disrespect to anyone. Because I feel like even if I found someone, if I found someone and I fell in love with them, that's just what it is, right? In that tone. At the same time, I prefer black women. I like them chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I like them light. You know what I'm saying? Butter pecan almond delights. I'm just saying. There's no disrespect. I'm not saying that nobody else is not beautiful either. I just, I'm just saying. He said the Mexican community, the Mexican, don't put us in any of them movies or anything. Japanese people also don't. But hey, look, that's what. Hey, look. I can't even say nothing. I can't even say nothing. Let me get to some of y'all else's comments. I did not see Roland Martin's video. I seen it up on YouTube. I didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch it later. I didn't want this conversation about sinners to get influenced by what anybody else said, because sometimes I do get influenced, and I don't want their stuff to be in my subconscious. So he could do a lot better than that, unless he only wants a certain demographic. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Yeah, they did. And he was like, come on now, Monique. Come on now. Yeah, you telling me I can't date who I want to? Come on, Monique. Hey, look. Hey, they told you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. But we have to understand that people have choices out here. And if someone chooses to engage with someone of that age, you can't expect nothing else. Now, my daddy used to tell me that a young girl is young, dumb, and full of cum. Is what I used to get told. You know what I mean? So, but he also told me you don't want nothing old but some money. So, yeah, I'm just saying. But I agree. I totally agree. But that's on adults making adult decisions, because if they're old enough to go into the military and fight for this country, you're old enough to know the decisions that you're making in life. That's just me personally. If you decide to date grandpa, then that's on you. If grandpa decides to date you, that's on him. He can't be mad at the end results of what's happening. So that's why I said a lot of this, I'm not even really, that's what you get for messing with this person. Look how you vetted this person. Look what you were trying to get out this person. I'm sorry. Intentions means everything to me. When you date somebody, what are your intentions? If your intentions to off gear, have a freaky deaky boom boom, you know what I mean? Then you cannot get mad when things happen. You know what I mean? You cannot get mad because the more and more you start having sexual relations with this person, the more and more feelings will start coming along, and the more and more things happen. Things change. American Ninja Girl, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, you say I stay with a black man. I only had one European and he was Sicilian, so not 100% white. I like I said, I don't care. I have a mixed sister that's Italian and black. I don't care who dates what. That's not because if you start dating somebody, American Ninja Girl, if you start dating somebody right now, my light bill doesn't go up, my car insurance doesn't go up, my rent doesn't increase, my light bill, my gas bill, you know what I mean? Nothing affects me. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's the way that I look at it. When somebody goes to date somebody, I see Dr. Umar kind of with Unk and also trolling. Hey, look, you know, I I guess like I said, I'm not the one that's gonna tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, who to date. I'm not. I am going to say if warning comes before destruction, and that they kept telling you not to fool with these folks, and then you fool with them anyway, that's on you, big dog. They're saying our parents had bro. I'm just saying, not Pornetta Scott King. Oh my God. Tommy said, I'm tired of Shannon on his own show acting like he was above all this mess to a degree. Now look at this mess. Shannon needs to stop. Hope he gets clear, but he needs to stop the foolishness. He wanted to be popular. So this is the price of fame. This is why I can't wait to see him, because I hope they incorporate the shenanigans people do. No pun intended, but there's shenanigans that people do just to how can I say, just to get popular. And sometimes they ain't even like that, but they found a niche, and they're running with it to get paid. So half of the time I don't be mad at what happened to folks, because you went out there and you asked for it, and then look what happened. Look what happened. That's all I'm saying. Look, absolutely. Better sign that. Yeah, Umar fired until he gets that school together. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't see. I seen her post something on X, but I haven't watched it yet. All right. Let's get to the main subject. We're talking about sinners today. Before I get to sinners, let me go ahead and let me give you a word from our today's sponsor. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching, and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that have been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. And shout out to everybody who is part of Dre Mack and the crew, is part of the crew. You know what I mean? Who is part of the crew. Shout out to everybody that's on that list. You know, like I said, for only $2.99 a month, all you have to do is hit that membership and be a part of the crew. Now, sinners. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick, because I want to prove something to everyone, that sinners, along with a few other movies that have came out. Magazine Dreams to a certain extent. Magazine Dreams as far as the quality of the film and the acting of the film, not the box office numbers, because it was kind of like it was already doomed because of what happened. Unfortunately. Kiki Palmer in SZA's movie. They've shown that not only what's going on, Blue Sky, what's up? It not only did it show that there is black talent in Hollywood, because who's seen SZA coming, you know what I'm saying, as an actress? SKNL Sam, what's up? Good morning, good morning. What up, Chill? What's up? What's up? What's up? But who saw SZA as an actress in a damn? It has its elements of of The Hangover mixed with a Friday and all of that. But you cannot deny the talent that is on screen, right? It had its moments. It was good. It was it was enjoyable, and it got really good reviews. Say what you want to about the box office numbers for Magazine Dreams, but what you cannot deny is the level of talent that is on screen, right? And this brings me to Sinners. One thing that you hear about in Hollywood, I hate this. We can't just have a movie. We can't say Sinners is a really good movie because they always put an asterisk calling it a black film. As soon as it's black led, it's automatically a black film. As soon as it has more black people in the movie or more minorities, especially in this, because it's more black people and then it's actually minorities, Native American, Asian representation, and then you have a small group of white people in here. It's automatically, and especially from a black director, right, and a black writer, it's automatically considered a black film. But what you cannot deny is the audience score and the critic score being here, being at the same. Everybody enjoyed this film. Everybody is taking something out of it. I watched a young guy from England that was breaking down what he felt like the end credit scene was showing you, what the representation was showing you from his point of view, in a European Christian point of view that he saw it. It was really good. And I was like, wow, I didn't even think about it like that. From seeing it for fresh eyes. So you're not only getting black people that's invested in the story of Sinners, you also have white people that's invested. And what's crazy about this is that I haven't seen this much hype from a full-fledged black-led film like this since Ryan Coogler did Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is a little bit different because Black Panther, you can take the whole family to go see Black Panther. So you're going to get that, that $1.3 billion because you can go take your kids to go see that movie. You can't take your kids to go see Sinners. So in that aspect alone, for Sinners to have this much buzz as like with or Get Out too, but I think this is even not the only reason why I say this is a little bit bigger than Get Out technically, because this is post-pandemic, right? This is post-pandemic, where a lot of people was like, what did we say about Captain America Brave New World? I ain't watching that. I'd rather just wait till it gets on streaming before I watch it, right? Everybody got accustomed. You got, because I look at pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, right? Because I'm not counting the actual pandemic because we wasn't allowed to go a lot of places. But when you look at it pre-pandemic, right? Everybody was going to the movies. Wasn't nobody really hitting up these streaming sites like that to watch movies. Like they were, but they weren't, right? People were still going to the movies. Look, we all went to go see Endgame, right? We all went to go see all these Marvel movies pre-pandemic, right? And then after the pandemic, it was still like, because the fear of, social distancing and COVID-19 and all of that and yada yada yada. People were still kind of wearing their mask in the movie, wearing the mask, eating the popcorn, putting the mask back on, eating the popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Whole mask is full of butter. You know what I mean? Because they done put the mask over the popcorn and chewed on it. I mean, just, so a lot of people wasn't going to the movies. Now there were, 5 years removed since the pandemic, especially the heart of the pandemic and the way that, everybody was scared. You're starting to see more people go to the movies. Prime example of this was Minecraft. There were plenty of people in Minecraft, right? Minecraft was getting a buzz, not because it's a good movie, because it's not. Minecraft is a terrible movie. It really is. It just hit a certain demographic, and because you could take your kids there, that's where it started getting a lot of the buzz. And then you have the chicken jousting and people throwing popcorn, acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Glad it, it wasn't, all I'm gonna say. So, you had that. And then Sinners comes out. Ain't nobody throwing popcorn at Sinners. IMAX, think about it like this. And shout out to Chill, because Chill made a lot of sense in his Instagram. I'm glad he's in here because he made a lot of sense when he broke down that Ron Kluger said, like, the 7 meter IMAX theater, it got X amount of seats. It got all these seats, right? Do you know a lot of those places were packed? Now, think about it like this. You're looking at revenue. The more screens, the better. But the more you can sell tickets in one single setting, and we're talking about 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock showing, 7 o'clock showing, 10 o'clock showing, and IMAX. And everybody is like, yo, you got to see it at IMAX. You got to see it at IMAX. That whole entire show is booked, packed to the brim, watching one movie. Not including, if you couldn't see it at IMAX, well, you can go see it in a regular screen. And because you can't get the tickets there, well, I might as well just go there. I'm still seeing the movie. And now you got that going on, right? Sinners is doing this. But again, what is also showing, you know what I mean? What is also showing is the power of original Black storytelling. This is something that needs to be highlighted. And the reason why I'm saying original Black storytelling, because when it comes to us, they never really talk about, they categorize us as Black films. It's just a Black film. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're Americans, you see how they even segregate the films. You know what I mean? So if you're going to do that, let's continue to tell these original Black stories, right? And I've always said, as long as you have emotions, I kept saying, this is why I was talking about The Last of Us, you know, when I was breaking down what Deleted Villain was saying. I'm not saying what Deleted Villain was saying was wrong, but when you watch television, this is about feelings. What does it make you feel? This is entertainment. Music and movies. Music, let me just put it like this. Entertainment is all about the emotion that it convey out of you. Whether it's music, if you hear your favorite song right now, you're going to dip a little emotion, right? If I say Cash Money comes back from the 2000, is, you know what I mean? And you're from that era, as soon as you hear that, it conveys an emotion. It's a vibration. It goes into your central cortex in your mind and starts developing these feelings, this toxin that comes out that makes you want to throw it back in the circle because you can't wait for Cash Money to come back for the 2000. That's, movies do the same thing. It is all about what emotion could I convey. and Sinners, Magazine Dreams, and all of these other, and these are three totally different movies that I talked about, all conveyed a particular emotion. One gave you laughter and heart. One gave you deep psychological emotion and how you're supposed to feel, and how are we supposed to approach mental health in a way where somebody can actually get help and is successful before they go down a rabbit hole that they can't dig themselves out of. You know, Sinners gives you an emotion about the the reason why the blues is so important to us, and you cannot just take our blues if you're not willing to go through our struggle and understand different elements of that, while also bringing, like with Mika G said, that Southern horror, the Southern Gothic horror vibe to it, and telling that type of story where everybody is trying to dissect this. So there is money into this. There is a genre that needs to be told that is not Medea. That is not those type of stories that Tyler Perry normally, produces. That there's also a niche, you know what I'm saying, for this type of horror. Now, let me get to this article. And, I'm going to talk about this article, but we also got to talk about that we got to stop saying that, this person can't live up, that person can't live up, this person can't live up to what this person can do, and deifying what they did with Chadwick, black actors. We got to stop that, because that young brother that came out, and I got to get his name again, but that young brother that came out in his first movie role gave you a veteran performance. I'm jealous because I wish, you know what I mean, I had that opportunity so I could be able to give that type of performance. You know what I mean? I'm jealous, but I'm also proud of that brother, that he did everything he possibly could to prepare for that role, and he knocked it out the park. I guarantee you, there's other brothers and sisters that's out there that got all of that talent oozing from them that don't get a chance. So we cannot stop. We got to stop saying there's no talent out here. When people talk about, when we talk about recast T'Challa, there's way more talent out here. We don't disrespect Brother Chadwick. We honor Brother Chadwick, but we also know there's another Chadwick laying in the weeds right now who hasn't had his opportunity. If they don't get that opportunity, then we never get to see them. And I'm so glad that brother got that opportunity to be able to do what he needed to do on screen. But let's get to Sinners. The Sinners, how Ryan Coogler's period vampire pick found salvation at the Easter box office. The movie toppled a Minecraft movie, a surprise upset and much needed win for Warner Brothers movie chief Michael Luca and Pamela Abdi. All right, heading into the Easter weekend, the opening projection for Ryan Coogler's Sinners was all over the place. Warner Brothers stuck to $35 million to $40 million, while tracking services showed the supernatural vampire pick coming in as high as $45 million. Others predicted north of $50 million. Lost in the conversation was the fact that Sinners is an R-rated period horror movie featuring a mostly black cast at a time where the Trump administration is punishing companies and institutions that refuses to abandon their commitment to diversity and inclusion, which is crazy, because Hollywood got saved because of the black exploitation movement. People forget that. This ain't the first time we done saved the franchise. Just like how Blade saved Marvel, the black exploitation era of the 1970s saved Hollywood. But yet, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Where, it's funny. It's funny that as black Americans, we're still not considered Americans. We're considered to be a part of DEI. Think about that and we don't even benefit off of DEI. Think about that for a moment. All right, nonetheless, Sinners more than found salvation at the box office, toppling a Minecraft movie and an unexpected upset with a 48. Because they wasn't, and this is why they saying with an unexpected upset, right? I remember going back and looking at Lupita Nyong'o talk about the way that Disney Marvel was afraid of Black Panther because they are afraid that Black films don't make money. Bad Boys, established franchise nonetheless, but Bad Boy. And I mean, being honest with you, Will and Martin is in their 50s and 60s now. I think what Martin just turned 60, but Bad Boys, 4 still made $1 billion at the box office. You know what I mean? With 2 black leads. But it's funny, nobody called that a black film. Maybe because it was just my right amount of Negro in there to be like, you're close. Still not a black film. You know what I mean? But we have proven time and time again that we are lucrative. So that's why it's unexpected because a lot of times they don't believe in our talent. They don't believe in our movies, in our stories. That's why you have some people that was hating because they don't believe in our stories. And the box office, not just black people, white people, Hispanic people, Asia people, went to go see this movie. And they liked it. So that's why Sinners prove that you cannot deny the black talent. So instead of worrying so much about DEI and inclusion, or just tell good stories that so happen to have black people in it. That's something that I learned from Eddie Murphy when he did Distinguished Gentleman and Boomerang. Because Hollywood was afraid because, they were working in corporate America, all black people working at this firm, and they were afraid of it. And that was in the 90s. They're still afraid of it to this day, and that's 30 years ago. Think about that for just a second. All right, thanks to a powerful word of mouth, it's also another win for Embattled Warner Brothers movie chief Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi. The studio was also home of Minecraft. Set 1932, Cougar's fifth feature stars Michael B. Jordan in dual roles as identical twin entrepreneurs known as Smoke and Stack. Having survived the World War I trenches in Chicago ganglands, the brothers returned after 7 years to their segregated Mississippi Delta hometown, Clarksdale. They are flush with cash and have a truckload of liquor and plan to open up a juke joint. However, they encounter unexpected horrors. The movie's much debated production budget of $90 million before marketing has prompted some in the media to label Sinners a sure money loser. But one veteran financing source says it's premature to make such a prediction, and that there could even be a sequel down the road based on the outstanding reaction. On Monday, Sinners grossed a stellar $7.8 million for the domestic box office, come $55.8 million. That's not far behind the $9.9 million earned by Minecraft on its first Monday. Says ComScore chief box office analysis Paul Dergarabinian. Sinners is a case study in how a purposeful marketing and distribution strategy backed up by a world-class movie can be carried forward by the most powerful marketing bastards on the planet, the moviegoers themselves. He's right. Not many movies are embraced to the same degree by critics and audiences. Sinners is a notable explanation, and here's why. Now, I'm going to go back to the sequel. What I would like, honestly, is they start telling, I think it's The Bitter Root. I think we talked about this, me, Mika, Pam, Blue, Tina. I wouldn't mind seeing like The Bitter Root, or that type of franchise placed inside the Sinners universe, right? Inside the universe. So you could tell the story, you could tell that story inside of this whole entire universe. So that way, right? So that way, there is a way to be able to tell an original story, keep this franchise alive from the Sinners universe, right? In case you want to do something way down the road, prequel, you know what I'm saying, or something in the future, whatever. But it's all within the same realm. So those, Harriet's Up a Vampire Hunter or Demon Slayer, all of that can tell stories that leads up into. There's so much that you can expand that doesn't have to be a regurgitation of the same story. You can incorporate other stories that fits right into this pocket universe and grow this pocket universe like they did with Twilight. I said this, when we were on the when we were talking about it on the initial show on Monday in Blurred AF. I think there's more to this that can be done, that as long as it's written well, we gonna show up and we gonna show out. Thanks so very much, my brother. Is she just for the love of the channel, man? Man, you guys are a blessing, man. Every time that you really give wholeheartedly, every time that you send super chats and all of that, it helps out the channel so much, and I really appreciate it. So, but since it's been a minute, I'm going to hit y'all with an old classic, Body Roll.
Super chat, Body Roll.
Thank you so very much again for the super chat, especially bringing out again the all-time classic and favorite, Body Roll. All right, give me just a. All right, get this out of here. Get it out of here. Come on, get it. Anyway, so let me see. How do you say? Oh, you got it. It's the little money sign in the chat. It's the money sign in the chat if you want to send a super chat. But I appreciate it, Sheed, for the super chat. All right, let's get back here. The only other horror film to ever be graced with an A cinema score. That's why I said this is a little different than Get Out. I think Get Out is more social commentary that maybe, Uncle Shay Shay should have watched one more time, but this is a little different because of the buzz of, what has, the audience buzz. I literally haven't seen this much buzz of people talking about a horror film. I'm talking about a horror film. Really, I'm talking about, I want to say since It. Like, seriously. I remember when it hit. That I wasn't trying to make it rhyme, but when It came out and everybody and their mama was talking about It. I think, to me, that the level of buzz for a horror film, I think that's what it is. And that's what I'm comparing it to. Like, I haven't seen this buzz since Black Panther, probably not in the we just dressing up and all of this stuff, but the word of mouth, man, has been ridiculous. Tracy Woods, thank you so very much for the 10. Again, blessings upon blessings, man. You guys are awesome. Gang banging. Oh, that's what Uncle Shay Shay was out here doing.
Gang banging, gang banging, gang banging.
Uncle Shay Shay. Out there, gang bang. Thank you so very much, Tracy Wood. You guys are amazing with the super chats, man. I really appreciate it. All right. The A cinema score for audience was James Cameron's sequel, Aliens, in 1986. Cameron took over directing duties from Ridley Scott, which is crazy that James Cameron and Ridley Scott, worked on Aliens, knowing the trajectory on their career after that is just so amazing. But whose groundbreaking film Alien was released in 1979 just as the Las Vegas-based polling firm known as CinemaScore was getting up and running, meaning there is no audience score for that film. Generally speaking, even the most successful horror picks often get slapped with a C CinemaScore or an occasionally a B, which I wouldn't mind if I'm just pitching this, Mika. I'm not telling you what to, but it would be dope for you to rate the top rated cinema score from horror films. Like, I think that would be dope so people can understand, how a good horror film will still get a cinema score like this. But, what did the audience think of this? So, Cougar and Jordan are 5-star audience wonders. Every weekend, Post Track conducts real-time exit polls in thousands of theaters across the country. Studio execs are overjoyed, particularly in the post-pandemic era. That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm talking about post-pandemic because a lot of people weren't going to the movies, and now we're getting people going back to the movies, having fun again, doing what we was doing pre-pandemic. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Okay, but yeah, studio executives are overjoyed, particularly in the post-pandemic era, if one of their titles even gets 4 out of 5 stars overall. Cougar is in a rare field air. Sinners received 5 stars, making it the 3rd film he's directed to pass with flying colors after his groundbreaking Marvel superhero pick, Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever and Creed. The last installment in the successful franchise he and Jordan got off the ground. He also earned 5 stars. Jordan directed the threequel with Cougar producing it. So, like I said, it's not. I would never deny Ryan Coogler's talent. I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, he, because we talking about Chadwick and what he did with Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just recast. I can't do it. Even though I don't like his decision for that, I understand it. I just don't like it. That doesn't make him this dude is one of the best. Like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. I don't like his decision of what he did. Can't rock with that. But that's okay because I cannot deny that he's not one of the best directors that's in Hollywood right now. I've said this. I said Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a bad Black Panther movie. It's an excellent film. It's a horrible Black Panther film. You know what I mean? That use some things that I just can't jive with, to propel and to sell that movie with. And that's using the death of Chadwick Boseman. I can't get with that. But is he a bad director? Hell no. This dude is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we lost John Singleton, and look who we got, Ryan Coogler. Like, as far as cinematography and all of that, is just not just directed to tell actors to do this and the other. It's cinematography, the way that you shoot your shots, and then the emotion and everything that comes out of that. My feelings aside of what he did, the man is phenomenal. And I'll be a hater if I say that he's not, just because I don't like what he did with the Black Panther franchise. It's ridiculous because the proof is in the pudding. And that's all Hollywood cares about. Can you make me money? That's it. Can you make me money? And he has proven that he can make money. You know what I mean? He is proven with that. And this does look like, a Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio situation with Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. It looks like he is better. And that's why I always said Black Panther, the first one, that's why Michael B. Jordan is more the main character in the movie than Chadwick Boseman. That's why it's let me not get in that. Critics delivered Coogler a new high. Cougar burst onto the scene with more than a dozen years ago with his featured directorial debut, Fruitvale Station, and an indie biographical drama based on the life and death of Oscar Grant, a young black man shot and killed by a transit police officer at the BART station in Oakland. Cougar was born in Northern California city. He's from Oakland. The film won numerous accolades and was praised by critics, a feat repeated throughout Coogler's career. Sinner marks a new milestone for Coogler in being the best reviewed of the 5 films he's directed. As of the press time, the movie's Rotten Tomato score, tomato critics score was at 98%. That's ahead of Black Panther's 96% rating and the best film of any of any film in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Creed's rating is 95%, followed by Fruitvale Station at 94%. The only title to not fall in the 90th percentile was Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which stands at 84%, and I believe that was for obvious reasons. Winning over an ethnically diverse audience. Coogler has devoted his career to promoting diversity in front of the camera and behind it. Black Panther made history in becoming the first superhero tentpole or any Hollywood tentpole, for that matter, to feature a cast that was almost entirely Black. The pick grossed a mega $1.34 billion at the global box office for Marvel and Disney. Sinner's cast is also predominantly Black. White cast members included Haley Steinfeld and Jack O'Connell, which is funny. They threw Haley Steinfeld like, you back to being white again. On opening day of Sinners, nearly half of all ticket buyers were Black moviegoers, far above the norm. I keep telling y'all, we set the tone. Like how we would go watch a movie, we damn sure go home and watch that muggo bootleg you keep playing with us in certain movies. We'll watch it on Tubi before you get our money. That's why I don't tell people to go boycott no more. You know what you need to do. If I cover a movie on my channel, is because I'm sacrificing the movie to watch it. So to tell you guys if you should watch it or not. That's it. But the average moviegoer who does not have a channel who reviews these particular type of movies, you know what to do with your money. You know exactly. If you don't want to see something, don't see it. You don't want to watch something, don't watch it. You know what I mean? We could tell you to boycott. You know what I'm saying? But if we ain't boycotting everything, then what is the use of boycotting? Because we gonna be like, oh man, I'm not seeing that movie, I'm boycotting it. And then go buy merch. You're still funding the beast. So I just tell people, you know what to do with your movie. If you have your money, if you don't want to see it, don't go see it. Just don't go see it. All right. The opening day of Sinners, nearly half of the ticket buyers were Black moviegoers, far above the norm. That was followed by white moviegoers at 27%, Latinos at 14%, Asians at 6%, and Native Americans and other at 4%, according to those with access to unweighted post-track data. By late Sunday, the demos brought it out in a continued victory for winning over an ethnically diverse audience. According to an updated weighted post-track weekend report, Black moviegoers made up 30% of the opening weekend ticket buyers, followed by white moviegoers at 35%, Latinos 18%, Asians 5%, and Native Americans other 4%. What Sinners shares in common with Avatar and, yes, Alvin and the Chipmunks. After a weekend of coming under fire, Warner Brothers film Empire, led by DeLuca and Abdi, found salvation at the Easter weekend box office. Between the better-than-expected opening of Sinners and the continued strength of the Minecraft movie, Warner became the first studio since 2009 to have two movie gross $40 million or more on the same weekend. All told, the studios commanded a 64% of all movie tickets sold in North America. Last time this happened was over Christmas weekend in 2009, when James Cameron's Avatar earned $75 million, and Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakle, grossed $49 million. Both films hailed from the now extinct 20th Century Fox, will later be absorbed by Disney. And that is the end of the article. But it's just proven yet again that we produce talent. We have the talent. We got the tools. We got the talent. You know, shout out to Winston Zedmore, because we do. We have the tools and we have the talent. And it's so hilarious that a lot of people are still, y'all just watch it because of DEI. When they track it and say, you know what? black people went to because my movie theater was predominantly black, and I went to the whitest of white movie theaters, and my boy Jay Young is in here, and he knows you go to Lee Summit, yeah, and it was a lot of black people at my movie theater, a lot at every screening. You know what I mean? So it's not like we can't go out and see this movie. We'll go out and see this movie. We'll go out and this is the thing that people don't understand. We will go out and support our movies. If it's written well and if it makes us feel a certain way, we're gonna go out and we're gonna go see it. So don't tell me there's no talent out here. Nobody can ever take the place of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, and then they look at Eldest Hodge and be like, hey, well. There's not just Eldest Hodge. There's so many other black talent that's out here. There's so much black talent. You know what I mean? So much black talent that you can't deny it. And it's good. And it's good for us to tell our stories. And I hope we wish to tell more of our stories. All right, I'm gonna get a couple of these. I got all the super chats, I believe. Did I get your super chat? Tracy Woods? Did I do it? Yeah, I did. All right. Greg Lucas said, you notice the typical racist YouTubers, neurotic, Mr. H, geeks and gamers, and drinkers are silent about how good it is. Good. Shut up. They need to shut the up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even our resident goofy nerd, Tyrone Magnus, you know what I'm saying? Got something good to say about the film. My brother from another mother, my boy. And too many people are spoiling for those who haven't seen it too. I get people are excited, but still allow others to see it first. Just say it's a great film. You know how it is, Jay. It's like anytime somebody's excited, you got to be like, man, shut up. I know it's drool in the movie. Let me watch the drool. Leave me alone. Blue skies in the house. This is Smokey. My man Carol Black is up here. What up? I think I got some of these already. You said I thought the Minecraft movie was a joke for the longest. They really came out with it. I can't get a Knight Rider movie though. Can I get one Knight Rider movie, please? We got Dukes of Hazzard on film before I could get a Knight Rider movie. I don't like it. It said, see how we do? We strike gold every time. Yeah. Buck Sauce is up here. What up? Good morning. And Boomerang is a classic. Is a classic. I kind of do miss doing our we might have to bring that back on Saturdays where I'm not busy doing our watch parties again. I kind of miss that. All right, Miles Catton he was her backup singer. Yes. I'm still mad because I wish I had his voice. I wish I just had the deepness of his voice. Would y'all let me see if I can get it. Would y'all still watch me if I had a deeper voice? I can't do it. I like my voice. What up, Torian? Thoroughly enjoyed this film. I love it. Hey, yo, I seen it on Instagram. I was going to be ignorant, but I decided not to because you was having fun. Yeah, make sure to go watch it. The guy who plays Sammy and Sinners wants to play Miles Morales. He could be the new Black Panther, though. Hey, look, sky's the limit for that, brother, because look at the way they I know. Hold up. If I did it in my southern deep voice, I don't want to. No, I like having my voice. I don't want to be nobody else's voice but mine and mine alone. But yeah, his voice is hella deep. He gonna have to raise his octave up to play Miles Morales. But I wouldn't be surprised because he's cheap right now. Like what everybody said about Toussaint being the new Black Panther, He looks like an adult version of that kid. If you want to keep it real, I hate to put that out there like that, but I can see them grabbing him and say, hey, I know you wanted to be Miles Morales. I know you did. But how about being the Black Panther? He gets all excited. Yeah, I'll be the Black Panther. You're gonna be Black Panther too, though. You're gonna be Tucson. Wait a minute. What? You want to be a part of Marvel Universe, right? Here's a check for $1 million. $1 million. And because he is at his part right now, yeah. At his part of his career where he can't turn down no money. Yeah, I can see it. Y'all are with another super chat. Thank you so very much. Again, Roberta, you guys are always just looking out for, brother. I really appreciate it. Channel support and godly jealous. Body roll. Uh-oh. Body roll.
Super chat, body roll.
My man was, man, I can't wait to start making this music. I got to find out what's going on with my MIDI player, but yeah, I know. If I want to be Professor Clump, don't tell me I'm Sherman Clump. I'm A-OK. And I'd rather go up there. That's what Shannon Sharp was like. Let me go up there and stick my beef in your taco. Beef in your taco. I'm a Jumbo Jacks man myself, you know what I mean? And I'm loaded with secret sauce. Make it funky. Yeah, our people just act too fast doing the videos, movie recording. See, I'm talking about, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm trying to tell you the way Marvel is moving, how much you want to bet they gonna go, especially with I'm trying to tell you with the buzzes, because Hollywood did it with Jonathan. They did it with Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors did Black Man in the Last Black Man in San Francisco. Boom, was on a trajectory. Even though he was in White Boy Rick and other stuff, that movie started to rise him up, right? And then next thing you know, who came and called for him? Marvel Cinematic Universe. What's his name? Shoot. Oh my God. What's his name from that's about to be Green Lantern? Basically the same thing. Drake, why you switching your voice like Drake? I don't want to do anything that Drake does. Yeah, I'm Robbie D. I'm not, and I hate to throw it out there like that, but I can Aaron Pierre. Why I can't think of his name all of a sudden? I couldn't think of his name yesterday, but prosthetic with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Oh God, you guys are man. Y'all be having me in the field sometimes, man, because y'all don't know how much of a blessing y'all are. But let's go back even more. Let's go back in the time. Thank you so very much, Rosetta, for the $4.99 super chat. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I can see him as a grown Tucson. You know what I'm saying? He said, they ain't Aaron Pierre, that's Mustafa. That's Mustafa now. So I mean, whatchamacallit? Tiana Taylor. Yeah, she's most definitely Mufasa. She's most definitely screaming that. You know what I'm saying? She said, let her biggity bag get blown out in peace. Jesus, Aaron, which is you over there? You over there? She probably unking him. She probably over there. I tie you up, man. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think about Black? What do you think about the overall amount of talent that is out there? And do you think that that more Black story? We got Blood and Bones. You know what I mean? We got that coming. We got some stuff coming, yo. But what do y'all think? Do you think there's a lot of talent out here? You think we're kind of being overlooked a little bit on our talent? Just put it in the comment section. Yo, let me know what you guys think. And she does look like Dionne Warwick. She does, but she looks like Cicely Tyson. That's who she looks like. If she ever do a biopic, she needs to do Cicely Tyson. To me, I can see Dionne Warwick too, but most definitely Cicely Tyson though. All right, let me get you guys up out of here, man.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. There's a lot of talent out here. A lot of talent. And I just feel like that talent needs to have a platform. But let me get you guys up out of here. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Max Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe power, y'all. Let me get you guys up out of here. Where's my outro at? And don't forget to watch my video about should I continue with TMZ. Y'all need to go watch that video. Please support that video that I got about TMZ and let me know what you guys think. Where's my outro at? Look at me over there yapping because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.